Hello, world, and welcome to Creating Light with Kelsey. What is life? Honestly, this is where I'm at right now. Like, I am recording. Oh, I'm recording it on Friday the 13th. Hey, the last couple of months have been fucking bananas. Anybody else? Anybody else just trying to get a grip and regrounding and restructuring, refiguring stuff out, redoing life, I guess? And the message that I've kept getting this whole time of life being chaotic is keep going. And it's easy to keep going when you know that there's an end point or you see the light at the end of the tunnel. But when you're still just in the midst of shit and mayhem and the unknown and polarity coming at you hot, it can be quite difficult to keep going. A few weeks ago, I honestly had a breaking point because it came to conscious awareness of some other trauma that had happened recently that I didn't register in my brain as trauma at the time. And when it finally came up to the surface and clicked, I almost just fucking gave up on life of trying to create something magical because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I have been listening to higher self. I've been in alignment, choosing alignment to the best of my ability. There has been some mishaps, but like I was able to still understand that it was for my highest good. And I kept showing up for myself, yet nothing in the physical reality had changed yet. As far as in the way that I expected, let's correct that because it changed a lot. It didn't change in the way that I expected to what I thought I had been creating for so long of this life of grace and ease and abundance, happiness and joy, living in full safety as well. It wasn't here yet, even though I had kept trying and I kept going because I was still holding on to that. Like I knew what I was wanting was for me. And then when that trauma came to my conscious awareness of it happening recently, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm done. Because I keep trying and shit keeps hitting the fan and everything keeps getting ripped away from me. I'm done. What's the use of to keep going when life is still like this and chaotic and hard and difficult and trauma and like I don't even know. It felt like I was almost to the brink of barely surviving again. And I was like, if I had been trying this hard and listening this much and taking this much action, and this is still my reality, I'm fucking over it. I don't want it anymore. That was there just for a moment. I guess you could call, I had like re-hit rock bottom. And this is what I tell, because we've all hit rock bottom at different points in our lives, and I've been at multiple rock bottoms. Ooh, this just came to mind. But it was like this rock bottom was like, if we're talking in a linear sense, was at a higher frequency than my other rock bottom. So it was the new standard kept getting set, a new foundation kept getting set higher and higher and higher and stronger. So the rock bottom wasn't as sunken, if that makes sense. So that's a win. But when I was at my rock bottom, I came back to the knowing that I told myself throughout all of healing through the deep trauma, and that I tell my clients still to today is, what's the alternative? What's the alternative if you give up now? If you stop trying, if you stop going, if you stop the momentum in creating this reality that you have been on the path for, like if you just completely get off the path or turn around or just stop, what is the alternative? Because so much magic and healing has happened this far, and this is already happening still in a way for your highest good. If you stop, you already know what you left will go back to that and probably hit harder and sink deeper and recreate holes that were already filled. So I sat in that. I was like, yeah, what's the alternative? And I don't want to go back, even though this fucking sucks right now. And when am I going to catch a break? That'd be great. But I, okay, I choose to keep going, even though this sucks and something else horrible happened. It happened, but I choose to keep going and living a great life and creating greatness and believing that it's for me and knowing that I'm deserving of this and that grace and ease is on its way to me because I'm showing up as that continuously, even when everything is falling apart, then it's coming to me because I've created the space. And when I decided to keep going and not give up, it took a couple more weeks, but as of today, shit is turning around today and yesterday. I finally saw the light at the end of the tunnel because I made that decision to keep going even when I didn't see the light and I was still in chaos and hurt and lessons. But I came into the knowing that this was a necessary phase to continue creating the foundation for me to stand on of what I've been calling in. And I came back into choosing that no matter what. Then the light appeared. The light at the end of the tunnel. I was already taking aligned action too with having no idea what the fuck was going to happen. And everything is now landing by making that choice to keep going, even in the unknown, even when it's hard, even when it's scary, even if you're in trauma, even if you have zero support, like no matter what, just keep going. Keep choosing to live and create the life that you want because it will be here. Like if you are in alignment and intentionally choosing this, there's no other option other than for it to come to you and for it to be here. But if you don't do those things, it will never arrive because you have no means, space, environment, foundation to hold it. And I guess that's what I didn't know and where I wavered and doubt a little bit of, well, I've been going, but like, are we there yet? Or is it just this now moment? All we have is now. And this now moment, I obviously am not accepting. So maybe I need to go back and start accepting my now moment for a different now moment to be here. I was all over the place of like, what the actual fuck? Then had the remembering process of when you keep choosing alignment and keep choosing yourself and keep choosing to keep going, there's no other option than for the life that you desire to come to you. Because you come together. It's a two-way street, but it will only move towards you when you move towards it. That is the quick inspirational message I have for you today. I am not going to get into the details as far as what the heck I am talking about in reference to my own life with the stories. Those will come later. I am not in a place to talk about all the chaos and mayhem and trauma yet. That will come soon. Just some of it is still in regards to safety. So I gotta be mindful of that and still address things on my own and confronting stuff before I come on to the public to talk about shit. But I did feel called to come forward and just give that little message. And because that has what has grounded me these last few months. I think it came to me in a breathwork meditation the first time. Actually, yeah, it came to me in a breathwork session. I can't remember when. I feel like it was September, maybe October at the latest, but the end of October is when shit started to hit the fan. I've already talked about some of it, but it just has kept coming at me. But that was the message I received was from my spirit team was to keep going. And that's what I've held on to. That's what's grounded me in the midst of the scary unknown and unexpected circumstances is that. And I wanted to give that to you all. That is the message, the healing message today, no matter where you're at in your journey in life and if everything is unpredictable or if everything is going fantastic, keep going. Thank you for listening. And remember, when we see the light in ourselves, we create light in others.